We have another one on Mike Tyson, so just gonna start it off.
Mike Tyson used his intimidating aura to give
neck.
himself an added advantage before and during a fight.
I was beating guys off of just pure brute strength and intimidation. Most guys were just pretty much intimidated. They lost the fight before they even got hit.
After menacing pre-fight quotes and behavior,
If he doesn't die, it doesn't count.
Tyson would eye up his opponents from the moment he entered the ring, and he often sensed fear by looking at their body language and facial expressions.
I walk around the ring, but I never take my eyes off my opponent. I keep my eyes on him, even if he's ready and pumping. He can't wait to get his hands on me as well. I keep my eyes on him, I keep my eyes on him, I keep my eyes on him. Then once I see a chink in his armor, boom, and one of his eyes may move, and then I know I have him. Then when he comes to the center of the ring, he still looks at me with his piercing look, and as if he's not afraid, but he already made that mistake when he looked down for that 1/10 of a second. I know I had him.
Tyson scored many.
Okay, he has insane quotes. Somewhere Lennox Lewis is out there agreeing with me. In the last Tyson video we watched, I guessed that he was 6 foot, but I read in the comments you guys saying he's anywhere from 5'9" to 5'11". There were some varying answers on that. But a lot smaller of a heavyweight than I would have imagined. And in all of those clips, he was the shorter guy compared to his opponent, and in most of them, he was putting away his opponents in the early rounds. I didn't realize what a pit bull he's built like, though.
Quick and brutal knockouts throughout his whole career, 22 of them coming at the very first round, and having a reputation as a devastating power puncher that could end a fight in the blink of an eye further enhanced his intimidating aura.
That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down. It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
The best example of Tyson's intimidation affecting an opponent before a fight came on June 27, 1988, when he faced Michael Spinx in a huge unification fight for all 4 heavyweight championship belts.
Now we'll see who's the champion and who's the chump.
Both men were undefeated. Tyson held the WBC, WBA, and IBF belts, while Spinx was the lineal champion. On the night of the fight, just minutes before Spinx was due to ring walk, there was chaos around Tyson's dressing room area after Butch Lewis, Spinx's manager, complained about a bump in Tyson's left glove and demanded that it be rewrapped.
Moments ago, in the dressing rooms, a major controversy erupted. You're looking at a tape shot of Butch Lewis, the manager of Michael Spinx, who went wild after he discovered that Mike Tyson had had his hands taped and apparently had the gloves put on without a representative of Spinx camp being in Tyson's dressing room.
Lewis's protest over the bump delayed the fight. Tyson began pacing his dressing room, and in a moment of anger, he punched a hole through a wall, and the thudding sound was heard by Spinx in his dressing room.
Butch Lewis, Spinx's manager, went, as you would go into in every championship fight, the dressing room of your opponent, to watch their hands being wrapped.
I had just finished taping his hands, and so Butch Lewis tried to make a thing about it.
Which so aggravated Mike, who was already on edge, that he threw his hand out through a wall.
Spinx had heard that, and that it was the sound of Mike punching the hole through the wall, which had prompted Michael to be reticent about coming into the ring.
Oh my God. But bump or no bump in the glove, they're supposed to wait for their opponent's representative before taping, right? Also, if I were Michael Spinx, I'd be so annoyed at Butch Lewis. Do not go in there and aggravate that man. Don't hype him.
The matter was eventually resolved when Spinx's trainer, Eddie Futch, was called in, and he inspected Tyson's left glove and said that it was fine. As Butch Lewis and everyone else involved left the dressing room area, Tyson turned to his trainer, Kevin Rooney, and said, "You know, I'm gonna hurt this guy." Legendary trainer Emanuel Stewart was at the fight and went to check on Spinx during the delay and compared him to a deer caught in the headlights.
Headlights.
In an interview from the book One Punch from the Promised Land, Stewart said, "I went into his dressing room and they couldn't even get him to come out. He was so scared. He was a nervous wreck, really freaking out. 20 minutes after he was originally due to ring walk, A visibly nervous Spinx left his dressing room and made his way to the ring.
Mike Spinx makes his way as the crowd touches him. He has more of a look of concern on his face as he makes his way to the ring.
I'd be nervous too.
Oh, to see this.
Palms are sweaty,
Michael
knees weak,
Spinx
arms are heavy.
Makes his way into the ring.
In contrast, Tyson marched to the ring without a robe, bare-chested and dripping with sweat, with a deafening drone noise chosen as his entrance music.
This heavy metal sound that you hear is Mike Tyson about to make his way in, I believe. The sound is deafening here in the arena, so I won't try to yell over it. It's interesting to note that Mike Tyson selected as pre-fight music just noise. Every once in a while you hear the clanging of chains. I think that's what he's got in mind to do to Mike Spinx's head, but we'll wait and see. Everything that Tyson does is intimidating. There he is. He comes out. He doesn't wear a coat in. He's worked up a full sweat. I want to tell you, the electricity in this crowd is awesome. I've got goose pimples on my arms watching this event, and a lot of people in here do. You know all the history. You've been reading about it for the past several weeks. The heavyweight champion of the world comes into the ring. This is why we're here.
He is sweaty.
Spinx continued to look nervous during the introductions, while Tyson bounced around and paced up and down the ring. And when called into the center of the ring for the referee's final instructions, there was no eye contact between the pair.
All right, both of you touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
Tyson attacked Spinx from the opening bell and landed a solid left hook to the head and a right hand to the body.
Michael Spinx, give him a little movement. Keep those hands high.
After being constantly pushed back, Spinx tried to slow Tyson down by clinching him a couple of times.
Tyson not afraid, as we expected, and Spinx ready to mix it up with him.
A minute into the contest, Tyson attacked Spinx along the ropes, and a left uppercut followed by a right hand to the body forced Spinx to take a knee.
Uppercut landed inside, and Spinx went down. It was the left uppercut.
I was surprised there was a body shot that put him to the canvas.
After Spinx took a count of 8, both men moved towards each other. Tyson rolled with a right hand from Spinx and responded with a left-right combination that landed flush on the jaw and put Spinx down again.
A right hand right on the chin.
6, 7, 8.
Spinx was unable to beat the count, and the fight was over after only 91 seconds.
He's not going to make it. It's
such a good example of why people wouldn't have wanted to buy a Tyson fight. It ended so quickly. What, a minute and a half? How long was the walk-in? Was it longer than the fight? Wow. And back then, what was it, 88, he said? There wasn't DVR, so what, you put a tape in the VCR and hope that you're recording it just in case you walked away to get food or something? Jeez. Oh, he fell out of the ring.
All right, what happened? What was all the delay about before? Do you think Michael just didn't want this to get here this quick?
Well, I think he was trying to scrutinize with my brain and make me wait it out. But, you know, I was getting upset. I wanted to go. I'm the kind of guy who's want to fight. Let's get in there and fight.
I'm in the dressing room with Tyson, and I'm looking to rattle this guy. I walk in, and he's punching, standing there. He and Rooney's putting something on. He's punching holes in the wall. I'm like to myself, oh no. This guy's getting ready to fight my guy, my little guy. And he's punching holes in the wall before he goes out to fight? Oh no.
So essentially, Mike Tyson hit him with an Uno reverse for that attempted mind game. I'll link you the channel down below. It's called SMB Boxing. And the video, so you can watch without my commentary. But he is scary. In the way that you would want the boxer to be, I guess. And his voice is unexpectedly sweet. I was listening to him talk about his younger years. I don't remember if this was on Hotbox in his podcast or when he was a guest on the JRE podcast. But he's actually quite philosophical and introspective. And I'm watching this video after seeing the press conference for his upcoming fight with Jake Paul. I'll link it for you if you haven't seen it. It's not very long. and not as exciting as one would expect. It turns out that's not going to be an exhibition like we were saying in the last video, but a pro fight. My grandpa swears he's going to win, so we'll be watching that. Although the odds makers have Mike Tyson as the underdog. I think that's solely due to his age. But if you've seen some of the videos coming out, like one was from a year ago, him on the mitts, and then one, I saw him sprinting. That was recent. He's looking good. He's how old? 56, 57? He looks ready. Leave your opinions on that fight. We'll see. Also, an update. In the last video, I said I confused the sugars. Sugar Shane Mosley, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar Ray Robinson. I can confirm I meant to say Sugar Ray Robinson. The original Sugar. But anyway, keep sending in these boxing videos. I have requests for Prince Nassim and Evander Holyfield. So out of those two, let me know which you want to watch more. Other than that, no book or music recommendation from me today. This was a fun one though. So thanks for sending it in. Thank you for watching with me, and I'll see you next time.